Better great than lever. Hey, four-name girl, what's up? Do you like my title? Hey, because, what's up? I haven't seen you in a while. Right on. Nick, hey, Sean, what's up? I wonder if we're going to get a chat number. We'll give it 60 seconds. Because I think, it might come up. We'll see. Karen, hello. Nick, thanks for the digit. Adam. Both Adams came in at the exact same time. I love it. Adam and Adam. What's up, Adams? My Adams are here. It's a good song, Adam's Apple, by Aerosmith. If you Adams don't know that song, you should go check it out. It's a great song. Adam's Apple by Aerosmith. It's a great song. Really great song. Doogie, what's up? Good morning, Adam. Adam says good morning, Adam. It's a lot of Adams, man. All right, so let's refresh the chat since I'm not getting a chat number. Samantha Marie, hello. Good morning. Karen says Sean. Karen says did. Okay. Good morning, Brap. Hey, buddy. Samantha, hope you're having a fantastic morning. Hey, I can't complain. I got my coffee. I've read some obnoxious articles in the paper today. I thought I might share some of it with y'all at some point. Not right now, though. I think it's horrible that these little kids, these poor kids, man, they have no idea what they're doing, They're being used as pawns. Look at this. You see these two kids right here? They're holding up signs, and they don't even realize what the sign says. The sign says that their history, their ancestors' trek of slavery, their path that they took, shouldn't be taught in schools. That's what these two little kids, and they don't realize it, but they're discriminating against themselves. And they don't know it because they're too young to understand it, and their parents and Ron DeSantis are using them as pawns, as cannon fodder to fire at the enemy. Understand that. It's maddening. It's a psychosis for people to take. You actually think that these 5 and 6-year-old kids understand what the signs are, what they mean that they're holding up? You think their parents explain it to them? Well, what this means is that, our grandfathers and great-grandmothers and grandfathers that were slaves, that we're not going to talk about that anymore in school. We're going to act like it never happened. Well, then how did y'all get here? How did you get here? Weren't your ancestors brought over on slave ships? Don't you want to know about that? Don't you want to realize why you don't get such a fair shake in life that other people do with different skin color? That's important to talk about. Ron Dick Santis. Slantis. Ron Dick Slantis. I like that. Ron Dick Slantis. You like that? Dick Slant? I'm just going to call him Dick Slant. Like he can't get it fully hard. It's fucking a little flaccid. Ron DeFlaccid. I like Ron DeFlaccid. I like that. Anyway, if you are against the mentioning of American history in history classes in schools, get the fuck out of my live stream. I don't want you here. I don't want to hear from you. I don't care to hear your opinion. It's not debatable. You're an idiot, you're a racist, and you're a cunt. And you need to get the fuck off my live stream. Right now, make that number drop. I dare you. Leave. Go ahead. Anybody. I don't want you here if you support this bullshit. If you support blocking information, then I'm going to block you. How about that for blocking? You guys like that? Isn't that funny? Nobody left. So you all agree with me. Fantastic. Great. We don't even have to talk about it anymore because we all obviously get it. That's important. Yes, you like that name? Ron DeFlaccid. From now on, we'll call him Ron DeFlaccid. Just going to throw that out there. Hashtag Ron DFLACID. Ron DeFlaccid. I'm just gonna float that out there. And if you guys want to grab that hashtag and use it and abuse it, I don't care. Spray paint it on a bus. Spray paint it on Ron DeFlaccid's fucking fat fucking mouth. That would be great. Ron DeFlaccid. You already shared it? You like that? Ron DeFlaccid. Yeah, you know. I'm here all week, folks. You know, I flew in, and boy, are my arms tired. Oh, boy. Okay, so, I guess dabby dab time. I'm going to do dab. Getting dab down. Gonna dab it down. Gonna dab back up again. Getting on down with some dabs. Gonna dab it. Dabbing it. Going to do some dabs. Do some dabs right now. Ron DeFlaccid. I love it. Sean, Nick Brown, thank you. Hashtag Ron DeFlaccid. I love it. I love it. It almost sounds like his name. Ron DeFlaccid, Ron DeSantis. It almost sounds the same. It's perfect. He's going to hate that. If any Ron DeSantis supporter sees that, they're going to fucking hate it, and their dicks are going to shrivel like this. If they see that. Just seeing that hashtag, it's going to piss them off so much. So get it out there, man. Let them know how we feel about them. Let them know. All right. In the meantime, let's burn some char off of this bucket. Hey, look at that, Ron DeFlaccid. Look at that. Nick Brown just retweeted it and threw it out there. Thank you, Nick Brown. I love it, buddy. I love it. You know, whether history goes your way or not, it should still be taught, man, you know? And what the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians right now, that's going to become history too. And there's going to be synagogues and Hebrew schools that won't tell people what the Israelis are doing to the Palestinians today. Why? Because Ron DeFlaccid is paving the way for everybody to conceal the truth. And if you support Ron DeFlaccid right now, then you're supporting the concealment of other truths in the future. And you're a piece of shit. You're a cuck. And I hate you. And like I said, you shouldn't be watching this show. You're watching the wrong guy. Ron DeFlaccid sucks Florida stick. Ron DeFlaccid's a cuck. Suck my dick. Ron DeFlaccid's a douchebag. He needs to go away. Far fucking away from me. Far away from me. You guys like that? I don't care if you like it or not. I do it anyway. I sing to the clock. What can I say? Whether you like it or not, I sing to the clock. Ron DeFlaccid sucks Florida's dick. I like that. Those might actually become the official words of that song now. Ron DeFlaccid sucks Florida's dick. It just has a little rhythmic thing to it, you know. I like it. I does nay, you're the shit. I does. Retweeted to Ron DeSantis. I saw that, Nick. Thank you. Yeah, you gave that right to him. Ron DeFlaccid. Exactly. You can't erase history and expect the same shit not to happen again. Yeah, I know, man. The Nazis were trying to rewrite history. You know? They're trying to erase the fact that Jews ever existed. There's all kinds of erasures that take place throughout history. You know, America's the number one source of erasing history. We don't want to talk about what we did to the indigenous, the 80 million that we slaughtered like cattle to take over this land from them. We don't want to talk about that. We don't want to talk about the millions of slaves that we brought over here. And we don't want to talk about the systemic racism which still exists today. And if you ban CRT, then you're basically just denying the truth. You're denying the facts to your wonderful, beautiful children that you care so much about that you don't even put an armed guard in front of their schools. Do you know what my mom said to me this morning? Do you know how much that would cost? I don't know, probably less than it costs to send $40 billion to Ukraine, Mom. We need to defend those people. She didn't say that. She didn't say we need to defend those people, but that's what she was thinking. You know, mainstream media and Hoda and such. And what's that other douchebag's name? Lester Holt. Fucking idiots. All right, cheers, guys. Ron DeFlaccid. I don't want his job. I'd make a horrible leader. I like to smoke 3 times a day, and I like to take naps in the middle of the day, too. It's not leadership material. You want to be a leader, you got to be someone like Rob Mulligan, who never sleeps and just works all day. Unbelievable. Him and I are so close. We're so different from each other, you know. My whole thing is to get everything you need without lifting a finger. And his whole thing is to just bust your ass all day to get what you need. You know, we have different philosophies, different ways of looking at things. I just don't like work. I don't like it. I do a lot of work, but I don't like it. He likes it. I'm about to work some of these goddamn droplets of sweat out my pores. What? Oh yeah, there it is. Here comes the pain, baby. Dab shine on my skull. Dab shine for the world to see and reflect upon. My dab shine. My dab shine. My dab shine. I shined it right up with a dab. Shine it up with a dab. Shine up your skull with a dab. Shine up your skull. Can't put a dollar amount on the lives of children. Fuck Lester Holt. You can't put a dollar amount on the lives of children. Yeah, you know, I guess if you care about your kids, you know, I wouldn't know. I don't have any. But, you know, if y'all do, you know, that's what I would be doing if I was a parent. I would be bitching and pissing and marching about this $40 billion that just went to Ukraine. Your kids are getting murdered in their schools, and we're not spending money on that. Yeah, I'd be a little upset. But, you know, since I don't have children, I can only get so upset about it. You know, I've never really... And that's one of the reasons why I don't have kids, is to not have to deal with that loss. Can't even imagine. Wouldn't want to. You know, it's bad enough when I lost Roscoe, man. Boy, that was traumatic as fuck. You know? Couldn't imagine going through that with a person, man. You know, that you created. But you take that chance. You roll the dice. You spin the wheel and you see what it lands on, man, you know, when you're having kids. Some of you are lucky, man. Some of you, you know, produce fantastic kids who live longer than you. They grow up and they take care of you. Yeah, that's another thing I was thinking about this morning was the fact that I don't have kids right now makes this possible for me to come here and be with my parents right now at this time in their lives when they really need me. And if I had kids at home, I was raising kids, they were in school or younger, I wouldn't be able to be here, you know, and I wouldn't be able to move in with my parents and help them. So while it sounds selfish when you hear me say, hey, I don't want kids because I don't want the responsibility, what's less selfish? Someone having children, or me deciding not to have them and being able to give more of my own time and my own energy towards my parents? I don't know. You can think about it on your own time. I thought about it on my own time. You don't have to come up with anything now. Most of you never do anyway. And that's okay. It's food for thought down the road, you know? The next time you're looking at yourself in the mirror, shaving, brushing your teeth, you know, let your thoughts wander. For what it's worth, nay, I'd vote for you in any position. Yeah, that's great. Thank you. I wish more people felt that way. Not that I'd want to be in any elected office. More people would just show up to my show, you know, to listen to what I have to say. That would be great. 40 billion would probably put an armed guard in every school for the rest of our lives. Not just schools, bro. 40 billion, we'd be able to arm the supermarkets, the churches, synagogues, mosques. We'd be able to arm the post offices, the government buildings. Oh, that's right. The government buildings already are armed with metal detectors, aren't they? Hey, man, is your courthouse armed? Mine is. Mine was in California. Hey, man, is your courthouse armed? Do you have to go through a metal detector? Let me hear from all of you right now. All 12,000 of you, all 12K that should be watching the show right now. Let me hear from all 12,000 of you. How many of you can answer me on this? Is your government building armed and is it protected with a metal detector? Yes? Is that a federal regulation for that all government like city halls have to have that now? Is that why they all have it? Do they all have it? They got it in Kentucky, they got it in California, I'm sure they got it in Florida. Because there's some crazy motherfuckers up in here. Here in my state are armed and have metal detectors. Yes, all government buildings are protected. Oh yeah, so let's tweet that. Ironic how all the politicians crying over shootings go to work in buildings that are both guarded by armed personnel and metal detectors. Thinky face. Thinky face after that. I spelled personnel wrong. It's 2 N's and 1 L. I spelled armed wrong. I spelled armed wrong. Okay. Ironic how all the politicians crying over shootings go to work in buildings that are both guarded by armed personnel and metal detectors. Isn't it ironic? Isn't it ironic how all the politicians crying over shootings go to work in buildings that are both guarded by armed personnel and metal detectors? Follow me on Twitter so you can help retweet those. I am at Nays Garden Show. At Nays Garden Show gets a lot more visibility than at Nays Garden. That's why I'm staying with that Nays Garden Show, guys. It gets a lot more visibility. When I put out a tweet, more people see it. It's less algorithmed for sure. It's obvious. And I only have 612 followers. You guys don't want to play with me on Twitter. It sucks. I have fun over there, man. I think it's great. Bye, Murray. Thank you. She's petting Rogie. She loves Rogie. Oh, he got the sock off his foot. I just realized that. I hope he's not licking his paw over there. Yeah, put a sock on his foot this morning. He somehow got that whole thing off of his paw. I gotta make sure he's not over there licking his toe. He's just sitting there. Okay. I think it's cool. I think he's cool. And spotted all their sniper positions. Deploy snipers for events outside large amounts of people. Oh, that's crazy, Sean. They should. You know, that's exactly how I want my money spent. I want fucking trained personnel. I want police. I want military, whatever, watching my back when I'm at a rock concert. You know, when I go into a venue of any kind, if there's armed guards or whatever, I feel a lot safer, man. I want that. I see police sitting in a bar. You know, I'm playing guitar up on stage with a band, and armed police come in with guns on their side, and they sit down, or they just walk around and they just say hello to people and shit. I'd much rather have them in there than not. You know, everybody's different. Everyone's got their own opinions about this. But I'll say it again. I don't have kids, man. You know, some people feel differently. You know, we might not ever be able to we might not be ever able to ever fix this issue, is what I'm trying to say. It works either way, doesn't it? We might not ever be able to fix this. We might not be able to ever fix this. Huh. I guess you could say that either way. We might not ever be able to address the issue and solve it. But I'm just offering my solution, which happens to be the same solution that you'll hear from some Republicans. Arm the fucking schools. You know, you take your kids to the fucking fair, you see armed police and guards at the fucking local county fair, it doesn't bother you. When I went to high school, we had a guard, he had a gun. He was a police officer, man. He was cool. And he had a gun. And it didn't bother anybody. You know? Every school should have that. It's not that it's going to solve the problem, but it's a deterrent, and it might cut back on school shootings. And like Sean and I are arguing back and forth, aren't your kids worth it? That's what Sean says. And I'm like, Sean, obviously not. Your kids obviously aren't worth it. Or there'd be armed guards at the schools. You know, the ones in schools that I went to, those parents felt that way. And there were armed guards at the schools I went to. And they were public schools. And the guards were supplied by the county. We didn't seem to have a problem. I don't know why everybody doesn't do that. And you could have fucking 10 guards. You need jobs? You got to give people jobs? Get 10 guards at every fucking school. You know? And give them all AR-15s. And see how many school shootings you have then. Come at me. Oh no, we just got to get rid of all the guns. We just got rid of all the guns. Yeah, someone will drive a truck through your kid's school then. They will blow it up. They will burn it down. They'll set your children on fire. They'll figure something out. They'll poison your kids. They'll be the next other way to kill a whole bunch of people. You know, and it'll never end. It's as stupid as banning cars when a car gets used in a homicide. It's as stupid as banning cars. You know, these things serve a fucking purpose. And until you prove to me otherwise, we're going to fucking go around all day on this shit. We have a good officer in our high school who took a shooter down with no fatalities. That's what you were saying, Sean. Yeah, my son is in public school, elementary. You never hear about those, do you, Sean? You never hear about the time a good guy with a gun works. No one wants to talk about those times. There's no telling how many times that has served as a deterrent somewhere. You know, yeah, I'd go do something, but, you know, there's a guard sitting right there with a gun. And here's a message to all the armed security guards out there. I'm sure you guys already know this, but I'm just going to say it. Make sure that you change your position every day where you are in that store, wherever you're working. Make sure you don't sit in the same place. Mix it up every day. You're going to be in a different position every day. Remember that. It's important. Don't make it easy for somebody to come in there and blow you away as soon as they come through the door because you're sitting in the same goddamn fucking seat every day. All right, you lazy cuck bitches. Okay. Just wanted to make sure we got that out there. Very rarely, Nate, do you hear the good cases. You can't blame a gun for people being shot. They never report the good guys. Doogie, Brap, Cannabis Heals. Yeah, you're right. They never talk about it when it works. Cannabis Heals. Yeah. Right? That's okay. I mean, I understand both sides of the argument. I understand people that say, whenever I, look at the safety of my children, it's more important for my children to live than for you to own a gun. I understand that. Yeah, I get it. That's why I don't have kids. It's exactly another reason why I do not have kids. Because you will literally sacrifice your own personal safety, which is what you're doing. I'm definitely way safer because I've got a Glock. I'm way safer. If I had a child in the home and I had to worry about them finding that thing and shooting themselves, that might prevent me from owning one. If I had them completely banned, I wouldn't own them. Wouldn't have one. They wouldn't be here. But that wouldn't stop my child or me from getting killed by somebody else, some other way. And the gun always serves as a deterrent. Armed guards, same thing. It's a deterrent. Not an end-all to the problem. It's not the solution, but it's better than doing nothing. And if, like Sean says, your children were worth it, well, then maybe stop supporting sending $40 billion over to Ukraine and start supporting taking some of that money and spending it on your children's safety. If you agree, I'm just saying. I've been watching this money go to Ukraine and I'm just like, wow, man, I don't even want to pay my taxes anymore, bro. Orange bud. All right. I'm just going to repeat this tweet. Two of you have liked it. Two of you have retweeted it. One of you left a comment. I want to say thank you to you guys. The tweet, once again, it's at Nay's Garden Show. And the tweet says, isn't it ironic how all the politicians crying over shootings go to work in buildings that are both guarded by armed personnel and metal detectors? So let's smoke on that. And then you guys could go there and you could like it and you could retweet it. I would really appreciate that. That'd be awesome if you'd go to Twitter. Real quick, while I'm doing this bong hit, after the bong hit, whatever, go to Twitter right now. Go find at Nay's Garden Show. And, I'll even pin it to my profile. All right? I'll make it easy for you. There you go. It's pinned to my profile. It says, isn't it ironic how all the politicians crying over shootings go to work in buildings that are both guarded by armed personnel and metal detectors? What do you guys think? Oh, someone liked it. I'll do a bong rip. Whoever just liked it, thank you. Someone did go to Twitter and like it. Yeah, it was easy, wasn't it? Pick up your smartphone. If you're watching on a computer, TV, pick up your smartphone, go to Twitter. I'm at Nay's Garden Show. And go like and retweet my tweets for me. Appreciate it. Thanks. Cheers. Oh, 5 likes. Thank you, guys. Thank you. 5 retweets. Thank you. 5 of you did it. That's good. That's better than normal. I really appreciate that. The 5 of you that went to Twitter and liked that pinned tweet, thank you. I think it's a good tweet. You know? I'm pre-hair plug Elon Musk parody. That's my name on Twitter, in case you're getting confused. Pre-hair plug Elon Musk parody. You guys should like retweet that at AOC. You should retweet that at Bernie Sanders. You should retweet that at Joe Biden. You should retweet that at Kamala Harris. You should retweet that at Ted Cruz. You should retweet that at Donald Trump Jr. You should retweet that at Elon Musk. You should retweet that at Tim Pool. You should retweet that at, you know, do them one at a time. You guys could do that shit. You make that shit go viral, son. It should go viral. Hey, man, I don't have kids. I'm just trying to save y'all's kids' lives. You know, that's how I would do it. Somebody just came in yesterday and he said, you know, this one hit too close to home. And I'm like, well, do you support putting armed guards in your schools as a deterrent? Like I had when I was in high school. Do you support that? I recommend it. And if you're sick of them sending money over to Ukraine instead of sending money to reinforce your schools and protect your children's lives, well then you should, you know, you could just retweet me and like the tweet and retweet it and leave a comment and retweet it at all those people. That's an easy thing you could do right now. You feel powerless? Well, maybe you feel powerless because you won't go to Twitter and retweet at Nays Garden Show. So go retweet it. And don't feel powerless. You've got a voice. You can amplify that message right there and try to help your children. You know, you got kids, you could retweet me. You could help right now. Go to Twitter, download the app. I'm at Nays Garden Show, also known as Pre-Hair Plug Elon Musk Parody. You know, follow the goddamn, and then retweet the goddamn. When that money could be used to look, I said, you know, you support going to Ukraine and sending $40 billion over to Ukraine for a fucking war, and you don't support putting guns on police and protecting your children. And what I got back was the those things are unrelated. I said they both cost money. That's unrelated. They both cost money. You're sending money to one, and you're not sending any money to the other. So what's more important? You having your little stupid fucking your little kiddie war with Russia? You're furthering your proxy war with Russia, or children's lives? Oh, my bad. It was furthering proxy war with Russia. My bad. I should have got it. I should have guessed that right. You don't care about kids' lives. This is what Sean and I were talking about, and this is what it comes down to. They're not more important, Sean, because they're not protecting them. That's the answer to your statement. Kids' lives are not more important. Society is answered, bro. The answer is so simple. It works for the banks. It works for the fucking shit politicians that won't do anything for you when they sit in their goddamn protected, armed, guarded, protected with metal detector buildings that they sit in all day. You know, with their armed guards that escort them to their limousines, to their gated communities, and their armed homes where they've got, armed guards, and Secret Service people watching out for them. A lot of them do. Yeah, how many Secret Service people are assigned to our senators? Does every senator have Secret Service assigned to them? You would think, right? Wonder what that costs. Can that come up on Google? How much Secret Service protection does the Senate get every year? That's the Secret Service's job, is they protect the frickin' the politicians, right? It's basically their job. How much does the Secret Service cost every year? What's the yearly nut on that? Right in their gated fucking community, right? Hey, Treasure Coast. Right on, buddy. Right on. Had a deer in my backyard this morning. I got it on video. It was with Rogie. It was down in the creek. It's actually a pretty cool fucking video. I had a state senator was at my house and only had a teenage kid with her. Huh. When General Wesley Clark came to my house, he had 3 security personnel with him. And they swept my home before he came inside. He stayed out in the van, and 2 guys came into the home and checked every room and every closet. They looked around and shit, and they went out and they got him. That's some serious shit, man. That's cost some serious bucks. Choosing their own politics over America's children's lives. And that's not even a fucking senator, dude. It's just a retired general. Was he 4-star? General Wesley Clark, 4-star general. Shall we smoke? Are we smoking? Do we even smoke anymore, pal? What is this show even for? What does this show come to, man? What is this show even about, palsy? That's the power of oxygen. I'm not the true black, okay? I'm not trying to do the true black. It's too strong. True black, too strong. I'm thinking I'm going to go for something else. Let me see what I got. Oh, let me see if the dog is licking his paw again, too. Where is he? No idea. Oh, you're right. You were right there the whole time? Oh my God, dude. Dude, I just walked all around my whole house. You want to know where my dog was? Okay, look. I just walked around my whole house looking for my dog. This is where he was. You guys ready? You ready? This is where I just walked around the whole house. Went all the way back to the bedrooms, everything. Couldn't find him. You want to know where he was? Boom. I walked right past him. My bees.
I love the Beazle Cam Extreme. Maybe if he was running the Beazle Cam Extreme again, he wouldn't have the problem of losing track of the little guy. Hey, we love that little guy, Beazle. Love that little guy.
Wait, I'm getting some cannabis, right? Pineapple Express. Nobody's even doing that anymore, pal. What do you got? Some others? What do you got? Some others over here? What is this? Purple flat top? Hey. Hey, oh, we might smoke some purple flat top though. Look at this. Alright, buy your feet, so damn cute. $3.26 billion in 2021 for Secret Service. So our politicians receive Cannabis Heals, thank you for looking that up. You're now an unofficial producer of the show. According to Cannabis Heals, didn't give me the source of that information, but I'm just going to go with you here. The Secret Service is using over $3 billion. He's Beazleporting. He's Beazleporting again. Little Beazle. Muffin, a doobie, right? OG Cushness. Show you the power of THC. Phil Swift here with FlexDeal and the entire FlexDeal family of products. $3.26 billion for Secret Service. And that money could be so much better spent, or that type of money could be spent. It doesn't have to be that money. Let them have their protection. Fine. Take another $3 billion and protect the kids now. You know? Put $3 billion towards it. I bet you could have an armed guard at every freaking school in the country for $3 billion. I bet you could do every school. Nursery school, kindergartens, you know, the elementaries, the middle schools, the high schools, the state colleges, the community colleges, everywhere. $3 billion. Armed guard at every fucking... AR-15s for everybody. They all have a fucking Glock, fucking AR-15, and they're all trained and they're ready to go. They're all trained in their weapons. And none of them sit in the same fucking spot every day. You know? I'll write a goddamn bill. Hey man, I've written several. I'll write another one. Pass a fucking bill. How much would it cost? How much, all you got to do, how much does it cost to arm one school, right? Then you find out, just Google it, how many schools are in the United States. Total number of schools operating within the United States. You take that number, you multiply it by how much money it costs to arm one school, and boom, you got your figure. Let's do that. Can anybody do the math on that? Google that shit for me while I'm doing my bong hit. Somebody produce. Yo, produce some info for the show, yo. She just instituted open carry. Somebody got locked. You could shoot them down. Challenge someone to fight. Fair game. Deal. Cannabis Heals gets a free rides on Orca's back in the ocean. Sean. Yeah, let's smoke a bong hit. Cheers, everybody. That's a big hit. I'm feeling it. Like, whoa. Oh my God. Yeah, but holding your hits in doesn't do anything. 3 to 5 seconds. Yeah, just go ahead. Blow it out. Blow it out. 3 to 5 seconds. So glad I stayed busy enough not to hear about the mass carnage occurring. Just don't take me to the deep end. Yeah, I'll try not to throw it in y'all's faces. There are 130,000, so let's say 131,000 public schools and private. According to, yeah. Okay, so how much does it cost to arm a single school? So we'll go with 131,000. Let's say 150,000 schools. Okay, let's go with some. We're leaving off other schools and stuff. So like colleges and trade schools and all that shit. We're going to do the whole goddamn thing. If it's 40 billion, it's 40 billion, whatever. It's better than fucking spending it on a goddamn war that we started. We need to admit that we started it. America started the war. Okay? America started the war. America started the war. America started the war. America started the war. Okay? Remember that. We can stop it. We started it, and we can stop it anytime we want. What are the carrying laws in Florida again? Anybody can carry, bro. There's in your vehicle. You have a loaded weapon in your fucking vehicle. Dude, castle doctrine. Somebody comes in my house, I can blow you away. They won't even question it, man. You're in my house. I didn't like you, so I shot you in your face. Boom. It's like, dude, it's so lax here. You gotta be careful, man. Florida is psychotic. They do not like intruders. They've got laws that protect people in their homes, that give people guns, that can let people just blow you away. It's, in California, it's more of a question, you kind of got to be smart about how you're going to defend yourself. In Florida, you just pull your gun out and blow somebody away. Don't worry about it. You're protected, Is that a good thing or a bad thing? I don't know. That's up for debate, We could talk about it in here if you wanted to. Do you need a license? You need a license to carry a concealed weapon, I believe, in the state of Florida. But you do not need a license to possess a firearm in your vehicle. Loaded. Unlocked. Now, I have to go over those laws. I don't know exactly what they are, but they've changed since I've lived here, and I don't know what they are now exactly. So I need to. I've heard some things. Florida state law is crazy. Right, hippie chick. Thank you. Yeah, so we're gonna go with 150,000. That's a good number. So, how much does it cost to arm a single school with armed security guards? And metal detectors. What is the cost to outfit a single school with metal detector? You only need one metal detector. With a metal detector or 2 metal detectors, whatever, and security guards. Let's say, 2 armed security guards. What's that cost for a year? What's the yearly cost on that? West Palm Beach, every adult carry, real scary. Drugs, guns all over that pit. You don't need anything in Kentucky, and we are also a stand your ground state. Cannabis deals. The average cost of hiring a security guard can be between 20 to over 100 an hour, depending on your needs. For instance, if you need a guard to watch over a retail store for lurking shoplifters. $500,000. $500,000 a year. All right, well, let's just say we go with the low side. You say 22 to 100. Let's go with $30 an hour. We're going to pay our guards $30 an hour. We're going to have 2 guards. So it's going to cost $60 an hour. And the cost of paying them is going to be $60 an hour for school hours, which is what is it, like 7 to 3? Is it 8 hours? It's an 8-hour school day, guys. So it'd be 8 hours, $60 an hour, 8 hours a day. We got to do the math here. Okay, so let me pull up a calculator. Okay, it's going to be $60 times 8 equals, okay, that's $480 a day for the 2 guards. We don't know. We need personnel we need personnel monitoring the I guess the security guards can monitor the metal detectors. I don't know. That's something we've got to work out. This is a day. We're going to need a year. You're saying 9 hours? Let's do 8 hours. Let's shorten the school day while we're doing this. We'll write that into our bill. Kids are going to love us. People are going to support this. They're going to love it. They're like, yeah, man, let's shorten that school day, man. Why are we so hard on our kids? And let's get rid of fucking foreign language. You don't have to learn a foreign language anymore. That's good. That's done. Stupid. How many of you guys can fluently speak the language that you were taught in high school? Let me know in the chat. Can fluently, have a conversation with somebody and not just, how are you? How does the tea taste? What is your dog's name? I mean, like, you'll understand everything that they say to you. Let me know in the chat. We're getting rid of trigonometry. We're getting rid of all the rocket science bullshit. None of us. How many of you are rocket scientists? We don't need any of that shit in high school. We're going to get rid of all that shit. You can learn that shit later. If you want to go to a trade school and learn how to build rockets, you can learn algebra and geometry. You want to learn how to build buildings, you can learn geometry in a trade school. Okay, they can teach it to you there. You don't need that shit in high school. That's bullshit. Let's get rid of all that shit too while we're doing this. Calculus, gone. BJ, gone. Calculus, gone. I don't like it. So let's say $1,000 for 2 guards a day. All right, so Big Merc is going $960. Let's say $1,000. Let's just round it up. Okay, $1,000 a day, 5 days, that's $5,000 a week, right? Or let's go $1,000, 365 days. Let's just go 365. So it's 36, it's 60. Okay, let me clear this. 365 times, we're going to go with 500 for the 2 guards. Wait, a day? Are we sure about that? Yeah. Okay, so to pay them, it's $182,500. And that doesn't include the metal detectors and somebody running the metal detectors. It should be one of the armed guards there on the metal detector, for sure, if not both. So I don't know how you work that. We need a security person like Chuckles could come in here and tell us how they do that shit. So, Chuckles, I'll see if I can summon Chuckles. Chuckles Magursky, McGriddle McGee. Let's see if he shows up. He'll be like crackers and cheese and crackers and cheese. Okay, so we're gonna go with we've got $182,000 a year for one school. You're going with $500,000. I'm at 182. What's the you got to include? Let's say okay, so we're at 182. Let's take it up to 250,000. We're going to add in the cost of the metal detectors and running the metal detectors. Okay, so let's say it's 200. I'm just guessing, and we're just going to say $250,000 per school. Okay, now I'm going to rewind the chat right here. Hold on. All we need to know is we're going to go with 250,000. And there's 130,000, we're going to go with 150,000 schools. So, okay, look, 250,000, okay, times, let's say 150,000 schools. That's, dude, 37,500,000,000. Let's stop sending, like I said, if it's 40 billion, it's fucking 40 billion. Just doing this. Hey man, let's say it's 40 billion. Okay, I got 37,500,000,000. Let's just say it's 40 billion. Okay, there you go. The cost of sending a package of military bullshit to further a war that we started, that we can end right now. We want to end this war. We can end it right now. Pull back our NATO bullshit. Say, look, dude, we're gonna dissolve NATO. Okay, it doesn't need to be here. And Putin would be like, oh, all right, my friend, let's drink some vodka. He'd be ready. He'd sit down. That's all we'd have to do, because that's what NATO is. It's a threat against him. You know, he looks at NATO as a personal threat. Get rid of it. Dissolve it. We don't need it. We can all see. NATO stops us all from being friends. Let's get rid of NATO and let's all just be the world, man, instead of being, oh, NATO, we're NATO, and you're not. Fuck that flag-waving bullshit. I'm sick of it. $40 billion would get armed guards. I guarantee you it would get you the metal detectors, and it would get you the expertise that you need to protect your children and create an obvious deterrent for people who want to do harm to your children, and I guarantee you it would result in less mass shootings in the schools. But you'd rather send $40 billion to Ukraine. Thanks, Joe Biden, Kamala Harris, and all of you fucking moronic Democrats. Thank you. Yeah, keep sending the money to fucking Ukraine. You could have taken that money and you could have saved all these fucking schools. You could have reinforced them all. What's the word I'm looking for? Not reinforced. Not reinforce. Fortify. You could fortify these schools. You know? And that's what you need. You're at war with mass shooters. Well, you need to treat this like a fucking war, man. You need to go to war with mass shooters, and this is how you do it. You get some soldiers and you put them on your front fucking lines. And when one of those motherfuckers shows up, you go to fucking war with that motherfucker. You know, AR-15s, man. And I bet you that $40 billion covers the cost of AR-15s for all of them too. But they need to have semi-automatic rifles. Absolutely. You don't want to ban those. You want to make them available for these fucking guards. You know, it's crazy, which is, you're not going to hear too much about this, but I guess that an assault rifle, you know, as branded, as deemed by the mainstream media and the United States federal government, morons, wasn't used in this last mass murder that killed 21 people, I believe. You guys, do you know? I heard it was a shotgun and a handgun. Do you guys know? You guys probably know better than me, so let me know in the chat if I'm wrong. Was there a proclaimed assault rifle used in this one? And I'm saying, give these guards AR-15s. Give them a Glock. Give them an AR-15. You know, and give them they all got to wear protective gear, you know, full riot gear. You know? Helmet, everything. Ready for fucking war. You're on the clock, son. Nothing's going to stop an angry human. No, but you know what it will do, Treasure Coast? There's a lot of humans who would give it a second thought if there were protections, if these were not soft targets. That's all. Are your children worth it or not? You'd rather send the 40 billion over to fight Russia? You saw what Russia's doing to our stuff, right? You saw the weaponry that they're using. You see what they're doing. We're bringing over the weapons, we're setting them out there on the battlefield, and Russia's got these guns from miles away, man, and they fire these rounds that destroy everything. You don't hear that getting reported in the mainstream media news. They don't want to tell you that. But that's where our $40 billion is going, so that Russia can destroy the fucking armament on the goddamn battlefield. That's what's going on. Su-34s are dropping bombs on our shit and just destroying it. You guys know about that? You guys should watch Jackson Hinkle. You know? That's what I say. Go check him out. He talks about this stuff all the time. There's stuff right now on Twitter about it. Let me see what's trending. Russian forces have increased the intensity of attacks in Donbass, according to intelligence reports. Okay. According to British Ministry of Defense, Putin's forces are attempting to encircle the key strategic cities of Lysychansk, Popsna, and Severodonetsk, which would see the whole of Luhansk Oblast under Russian control. Meanwhile, U.S. President Joe Biden told a meeting of the Quad grouping of countries in Tokyo that the war was a global rather than a European problem. Let me tell you something. India was like, no, this is your problem. Have fun with Putin. That's what India just said to us. So, you know, Biden's like, oh yeah, everybody needs to join us. Everybody needs to, somebody change my diapers. Everybody needs to join us right now. Our war. And India's like, we're not going to do it. So have fun. Have fun with that bullshit. Oh, but oh, come on. Who's coming? Who's coming? It's a diaper change. Who's coming with me? Who's coming with me? Who's coming? Nobody? Nobody's coming with him. That's Biden. Nobody's coming with him. I'd take my children out of school and homeschool them until they can better afford. I know, right, Enoch? And you live in Texas. Even if it costs us $100 billion, it would be worth it. The amount of money we spend on war. Patrick John Welder, you sound like Sean. Your children are worth it. You know, like what Merck said yesterday. He would give his life so that one of those children would still be alive today. That's how you guys feel about this. You guys are passionate about it. While the United States federal government takes our tax dollars and sends it to Ukraine for a war that we started back in 2014 when we overthrew the Ukrainian government and gave them the armament to start bombing ethnic Russians to the tune of 14,000 dead Russians in the Donbass region, and kept doing it up until recently. We were the ones that encouraged the NATO positions to be installed along the Russian border. It's us. It's America, man. It's America, stupid. All of you blue and yellow flag wavers. All of you American flag wavers, I'm looking at you, Jackson Hinkle. It's America, stupid. It's called American imperialism, man. And it's going on right in front of your face while you're supporting it with your blue and yellow flag avatar. You fucking idiots. If you'd listen to Jimmy Dore, if you'd listen to Lee Camp, if you'd listen to Jackson Hinkle, you'd get all of the news reports. Listen to RT. They're great. I follow RT on Twitter. You guys could do that too. Follow RT. At RT, I believe. Let me see. They should just pop up because I see them all the time. I don't see them. Associated Press. I don't know how RT is up on Twitter. Wouldn't that be funny if right now while I'm looking for them they've just been taken off? Oh, I'm looking in the wrong place. That's why I'm not seeing them. Let me go to the home. Let me go to the home. Let me go to the home. Here we go. Okay. RT, here we go. It is at RT_com. If you want to follow RT, and I highly recommend you do, it's at RT_com. RT_com. RT_com on Twitter. Follow RT because they've been banned on social media. Because social media is evil and sucks dick. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Oh, roses. No. Thank you. Thank you so much. Roses. Pink ones are fine. Yes, that's fine. I made you laugh. I made you laugh with my joke. I made you laugh with my joke. Aha. I made you laugh. I can see it in the chat. Hey, that's how you use the chat. The ha-has and the lols and the funny faces. Yes. What, did you get together and have a meeting last night, guys? Look, $40 billion will arm all the schools. Look, I'm going to tweet it. Okay? Here, everybody just calm the fuck down. All of you, not me, all of you need to just calm the fuck down. All of you need to calm down. Not me. You. All of you need to just calm the fuck down. 40. Can you go hashtag 40B? No, you can't hashtag a number, can you? FORTY 40. FOU? No, FOU. There's no U in 40. Right? It's FORTY, right? 40? I don't know. It should just be 40B. Hashtag 40B. Alright, whatever. 40 billion would easily arm all schools in America, including metal detectors for each one. I spelled schools wrong, which is so perfect. No H. Schools. SC. Okay. 40 billion would easily arm all schools in America, including metal detectors for each one. Where in the grinder any moment. What's up, everyone? Terp. We got Treasure Coast Waters and Turk Nation. chilling on his garden. $40 billion. We did the math, everybody. We did the math on this show. It was $250,000 times 150,000 schools. $250,000 for every school. 150,000 total schools in America. This could be funded. Most of that could be funded locally. It wouldn't even have to be, you know. Most communities, would big ones, would be able to come up with you know, $500,000. Some fucking crypto person that's an alumni, you know, would be able to fucking flip the bill for a school. Imagine that. You'd start a fucking program where someone could donate $250,000 for a school. You protect a school for a year. $250,000. I left that out for a year. 40 billion would be a yearly thing. I forgot to say for a year. Caveat. Footnote. Footnote. I think a lot of parents are going to go, $40 billion to arm all the schools. Yeah, it's too expensive. You can't keep it. You're not going to do that. It's too much money. I have a feeling a lot of parents are going to feel, yeah, I don't mind sending it to Ukraine for war. Yeah, we've got to defend democracy all over the world. Yeah, but the kids, that's not going to work. You guys don't need that money for more war stuff. I wonder how much money total we're going to end up sending to Ukraine. You know, since this war is never going to end, I'm just wondering. I wonder how much money in total we will end up sending to Ukraine for this war we started. My shit's so tongue-in-cheek, man. I wonder how much money in total we will end up sending to Ukraine for this war we started. They don't like the way I phrased that, I guess. Twitter didn't like that. They underlined it. We don't like the way you phrased that. $12 for bananas. What do bananas normally cost? That's supply chain, bro. That's crazy. Or it's cheers, Terp Nation. Or it's huh.
Yeah, it's pretty outside. Been flagging off my sprinklers. I gotta get more flags. There's more sprinklers out there, man. The flags are in the closet. I gotta grab them. And yeah, mark off the sprinklers. I've got this fucking pile of garbage to haul off. I could clean out some beds and weed some beds today, man.
I mean, dude, if I get into gardening, we could hire a gardener. We could hire somebody to come out here and pull weeds. That's all we need. We need someone who wants to pull weeds.
Or I'm doing it right now, and it's a lot, man. It's a lot of work. I'm just gonna. What I think I'll do is I'll rake the beds out, each section,
And get underneath the pine chips and pull the weeds then, and then cover them back up.
That's what I'll do. I bet it'll be a lot easier if I do it that way. Killer.
But I got to do this all around the house. It's such a big piece of property, dude. There's a bed over on the other side of the driveway. It's fucking huge, man. Hey, man, do you guys not see the tweet that I put up that says, I wonder how much money in total we'll end up sending to Ukraine for this war we started? Do you guys see that tweet at all? Let me know. Let me know, because it doesn't have any likes on it. I guess it comes down to how much is our life worth? How much are they willing to spend to save human lives? They're not willing to spend $40 billion on your kids, bro. They'll spend $40 billion on war because it comes back to them. And these are the people that keep those people in office so they can keep making more money. The people that own the war companies. Oh, somebody saw it. Okay, cool. Thank you. Whoever liked that tweet and retweeted it, I wonder how much money in total we'll end up sending it to Ukraine for this war we started. Thank you for doing that, whoever did that. Okay, I'll pin it to my profile. Cool. All right, it's the pinned tweet on my profile, man. Which is at Nate's Garden Show. He's looking at my belly. Two likes, 2 retweets. That makes me happy when you guys do that, man. Yes. I wonder how much money you could retweet that at Jimmy Dore. You could retweet that at Lee Camp. You could retweet that at Jackson Hinkle. You could retweet that at Graham Elwood. You could retweet that at Ron Placone. You could retweet that at Miserable Lib. That is my pinned tweet. I wonder how much money in total we'll end up sending to Ukraine for this war we started. It's great, man. It's a great tweet. That's the one, man. Yo, somebody's going crazy retweeting it. Thank you. This is Orange Bud. Do I want to? Yeah, I guess I don't care. I'm cool like that. With that. New fridge to be delivered. Fuck Home Depot. Hashtag fuck Home Depot. My point is, like, they don't give two shits about the people. Hey, Treasure Coast, do you want to fuck you, Home Depot? Here you go. Fuck you, Home Depot! From Treasure Coast Waters. Anybody else? You know, $5. $5 to fuck you. All right. No law regarding cannabis, man. It's so silly that I even have to say this, right? But there should be no law regarding cannabis. I'm just saying. All right. Cheers, guys. Hey, oh, cheers in my backyard. Look at this. I spray painted those poles green. They look nice. You're shutting it up. We're shutting it down. We're sitting around. We're shutting up. Cheers. So the guy did use an AR-15. You guys, nobody knew that? Last night on the news they were saying it was a shotgun and a handgun. And I said, I heard it was a rifle too. And then remember I said on the show, I was like, I'm hearing conflicting reports. So what's the story? Unsafe for civilian use. Whatever, dude. Safe for the fucking person shooting it. The Supreme Court's about to issue a ruling weakening existing gun control laws even more. Really? The gun will be whatever fits their narrative. Doogie style is brap. I don't think which weapon matters. I don't either. Christ, I couldn't watch. I had the Food Network on and smoked. Psh, Treasure Coast. Megsy, we heard here he had 2 assault weapons. I don't know, man. I don't know what the fucking... Oh, the kid was from North Dakota. Someone was trying to say he was an illegal, and someone's like, "Yeah, he crossed the border from North Dakota." It's hilarious. The grandmother's still alive. Kids bullied him at school. It sounds like fucking Jeremy by Pearl Jam. It's fucking crazy. Wow, dude, it's ugly. Twitter is ugly over the gun thing. Oh my god, dude, I don't even want to read that shit on here. It's bad. It's real bad. So we inflated all of those numbers. We made sure we had 2 guards, metal detector, right? We added all that extra stuff in. Imagine if you just did 1 guard per school with an AR-15, you know, and full body armor, you know, and a metal detector. Look at you guys leaving stuff, quote tweeting and the whatnots. Look at you all. Stark sucked his way to the top just like Musk. Did you guys see that? You guys didn't see my tweet probably. Whatever. It's hilarious. You guys see my river? The 2 rivers that merge together? It's a pretty cool picture. Check this out. Isn't that badass, man? That's two creeks coming together, and it splits the watercolor from the 2 different creeks. It's got, this one's got three likes. Pretty cool though. I think it's cool. That's right there, man. That is right there. Where these, that's a creek right there. And this is a creek right here. And that, where that intersection is right there, That's where that split is. I've got a video of a deer this morning. Pretty cool video, actually. Here, check this out. It's a short one. Oh, yeah, I'm probably going to want to aim it. Man, I need to get a box or something for when I do this, because this room is brighter than the one in California, so I get a lot more reflection in here, and I need to get like a black box or something. Here, let me turn this off. There we go. Let me get rid of the chat. Okay. And let me brighten this up a little bit, should I? Right. That's my hand right there. So, what could I move? This right here. Great. Great. Alright, let's brighten this up a little bit. Okay. Okay, here you go. Check this out. That's it. Pretty cool, huh? Pretty cool. Pretty cool. You guys like that? Little deer in the creek down there, walking around like you just don't care. I took some pictures of the house, and I just think the color of the roof with the color of the house is perfect, you know? My mom's going to paint the house gray. And I bet you it's going to look good too, man, I'm sure, but it's just, God, it's just so much, dude. It's just like, dude, what a fucking job to paint this whole fucking house too. I don't know how much that's going to cost. But just look how it looks now, man. It looks so nice right now. Look at that. That color roof. Isn't that nice? I think the color, see, look at the color. That beige. I think that color goes fine, man, with that roof. But the brick, you know, the brick's going to stay the same color. I don't know how that brick's going to look against the gray paint. But, I took a couple pictures here just to get a good reference for the color. From a different angle here. This really shows the color. Those two colors with each other. Yeah.
Yeah, I took a couple pictures. So, what else is going on here? Let me see. Anything to discuss? I'm out of kafefe. What? If anyone has seen Biden's showing yesterday, I'm sorry. Okay. Herschel Walker falsely claims he never falsely claimed he graduated from UGA. He's like, yeah, I never said that, and people are like, yeah, you did. You said it. Do they got it on video? Do they have him claiming on video? I'd love to see that. Walker said on camera at least twice that he graduated from that school. Wow, he said it on camera twice, man. Do they have it on video? That's what I'm saying. I mean, if you said it, that's great, but let's see it. They don't have it to see. They said, dude, you've claimed this for years that you graduated from that school. It's on camera twice. He's like, I never said I graduated from there. They're like, yeah, you did. You said it a lot. You fucking liar. You piece of shit. You fucking liar. People don't like liars, man. I don't know how Donald Trump got elected president of the United States. It's crazy. Nobody was like, dude, you're a fucking liar. Shut up, you fucking liar. You're a fucking liar. Shut up. No one ever said that to Trump. Pussies. Graduated University of Georgia in the top 1% of his class, talking about himself. That's funny. That was during a motivational speech during 2017. They've got that on video. That's the quote. And they've got another quote where it says, and people say, Herschel, you played football, but I said, guys, I also was valedictorian of my class. Oh my God. And I was also in the top 1% of my graduating class in college. Oh my God. Cringe, cringe, cringe. It's a radio interview. After his first pro season, he finished his Bachelor of Science degree in Criminal Justice at the University of Georgia. That's misquoted. That's a text on an Amazon page for a 2009 edition of his 2008 book. And his HerschelWalker.net defunct website that promoted that book. Dude,
He lied about it repeatedly, man. It's all over. They've got all kinds of... Dude, they've got all kinds. They keep going. It doesn't stop. Never earned his college degree, man. It's crazy. And there's no evidence that he was a high school valedictorian either. Wow. Herschel Walker. Straight fucking Trump style liar. Just lying about his fucking education. Oh. Walker also disputed Spencer's accurate statement that former President Donald Trump, who has endorsed Walker's candidacy, has called the 2020 election stolen. Well, I think reporters say that. I don't know whether President Trump has said it because he's never said that to me. Really? Yeah, he said it. He said, "You've got to stop the steal." That's what he told everybody, to send them over to on January 6th to go, commit, war on the United States federal government at his direction. You've got to stop the steal. Stop the steal. You've got to stop the steal. Stop the steal. I'm working on the mouth shape there. Trying different things. So Herschel Walker's been at rallies where Donald Trump talks about his stolen election. They just said he's just completely lying about everything. He was like, no, I'm just gonna lie my way through this. I'm just gonna lie like Trump does. He's my Jedi master. My Jedi master. Get it? Jedi Master, Jedi Master. What? Certain group that has been critical of Trump and drew attention to Walker. Hanley won Tuesday's Republican primary nominee, now faces the incumbents from So he won. Herschel Walker won the primary for the nomination, but now he has to go against a Democrat incumbent, Raphael Warnock, for the November midterms. So we'll see if the Democrat can beat fucking psycho liar Herschel Walker, fucking idiot Trump supporter. It'll be interesting. People be liking my tweet. But they don't follow me. But they don't be following me. Why don't they follow me? Why are you gonna like someone's tweet and then not follow them to hear more awesome stuff? So I don't follow them. I'm like, well, thank you for liking my tweet. I used to follow everyone that liked my tweets, and I don't do it anymore. I'm like, no. You like what I write, well then follow me and I'll follow you back. They don't want to do it. They just want to like it. They just want to like the tweet, man. They don't want to follow me. They're horrible people. Unraveled. Unraveled shithole of atrocities. It's almost a haiku. Ron, you almost made a haiku. This is great. My mom and I had an argument about this morning. Ron Placone. Okay. He's responding to a tweet from President Biden that says, "These kinds of mass shootings rarely happen elsewhere in the world. Why are we willing to live with this carnage? Why do we keep letting this happen? Where in God's name is our backbone to have the courage to deal with it? It's time to turn this pain into action." And Ron Placone says to Joe Biden, "You could do something about it, literally, just by writing your name on a piece of paper." That's what I told my mom. I'm like, why didn't he write a bill and show, like Donald Trump did? Why didn't he write a fucking law, like Donald Trump used to do? I'm going to sign this into action. It's going to benefit me and my family. I'm so proud of myself. And all of my stupid cuck fans are proud of me too. Look, it's my name. I wrote my name on paper, look. Why didn't Joe Biden do that shit? God damn, man. That was 11 hours ago he put that up.
And just so you get a little bit more, in the west of Ukraine, they're pro-European. They speak Ukrainian, and they look at Russia with suspicion. And then the east over here, they're closer to Russia. They're native Russian. They speak Russian, and they look at Russia through the lens of a shared history. So the neo-Nazi Ukraine regime has been shelling and terrorizing those people in Donbass. And so what Putin did was recognize that area as its own separate country now, right? And so that's going to could trigger a war between Russia and Ukraine. And a big part of it is he doesn't want NATO he doesn't want Ukraine to become part of NATO. And so here's what Joe Biden said after President Putin recognized the Donbass as being a separate country.
So I'm going to begin to impose sanctions in response far beyond the steps we and our allies and partners implemented in 2014. And if Russia goes further with this invasion, we stand prepared to go further as with sanctions. Who in the Lord's name does Putin think gives him the right to declare new so-called countries
So
on
pompous
territory that belong to his
and
neighbors?
hypocritical.
This is a flagrant violation of international law
Whatever,
that demands a
you
firm
pompous
response from
ass.
the international community.
Fuck you, NATO.
Now, if I could
lover,
write that funny,
motherfucker.
I'd be famous. That is just some of the fun. As he's occupying Syria.
Right?
And anyway.
And installing
this is
NATO
what
everywhere.
Aaron
Hey!
Martin tweeted out. He said, for the U.S. project of turning Ukraine into a vassal state, while pretending to care about its sovereignty, you couldn't have picked a worse face than the guy who helped organize the coup in 2014 and then got his son a lucrative gas company board seat in the immediate aftermath. So this is the guy talking about the sovereignty, the sacred sovereignty of Ukraine. And what did he do and the Obama administration? They engineered a coup of the democratically elected government in Ukraine and replaced it with a neo-Nazi regime.
That was basically his words. Crazy, huh?
Okay. Okay.
Zen height. I'm reading this very interesting thread on Twitter right now. Be underneath that Jimmy Dore video we just watched. Jimmy Dore and I disagree on gun control. He wants to control guns. Okay. So, this person is arguing that Jimmy Dore is not going to speak about gun control today because his right-wing audience wouldn't like it. Interesting. Someone with 230 followers. Uh-huh. Protect kids. Yeah. Yeah. I'm not too crazy about giving up my Second Amendment rights. I think they're here for a reason, but that's a debate to be had, you know, by people on the Senate floor, I guess. And while the Democrats can't seem to get anything passed, I don't understand what the point of another debate would be if they're not going to, you know, do anything about it. So we need common sense gun laws. That's what we need. Common sense. Listen, you guys, I hope you enjoyed the show. I went super long because there's so many of you guys today. Super attendance. I couldn't believe it. So I want to say thank you to all of you guys, man. There's so many of you. And you guys are fantastic, and I appreciate you so much, and I love you guys. And I will go live later today. Okay, so turn on your notifications and come back. We'll do this again. All right. Bye, everybody. Bye-bye. Yeah, and head on over to Twitter. I'm at Nays Garden Show. That's where I'll be when I'm not here. I got Twitter up right over here. Come on over to at Nays Garden Show. I'm pre-hair plug Elon Musk parody. Come see me.